All that shit he did, half of it was covered up. The world government did not want people knowing about Bull. Whoever this Elias character is, he is spitting with this comment right here. Now, from our perspective, it looks like Luffy is going crazy. Everybody knows about him. Everyone he's talking to and interacting with knows about his feats and like all the good that he does, right? But you can go outside of the world and like no one really knows what he's doing. In terms of Crocodile and Gecko Moria, like the world doesn't even know that that was Luffy. And on top of that, Luffy doesn't go around boasting about all the great accomplishments he has. He's like low-key humble. He doesn't even want to be called a hero. That nigga just wants to eat food. I mean, the world government really just covers everything up because they're so scared about the consequences that it has and what Luffy could do for the world in terms of being a pirate. I mean, y'all see what he's doing already. That nigga be going crazy. I'm bet he have for like 10 minutes straight, bro. And I'm committed to that. Luffy be going crazy, bro. We can start all the way back in Arlong Park. That nigga beat Arlong. He got the 30 million bounty, right? And it was unheard of at the time. That nigga was going fucking wild. The world government was looking at him and they were nervous. Immediately, he went to the Grand Line. Him and Zoro went crazy at Whiskey Peak. They really showed that their strength is just unmatched compared to others. I mean, bro, did y'all see what they were doing? They were fighting each other while fighting Mr. I believe Mr. 5, the bomb fruit user, and then the weight fruit user who can like turn himself into 10k fucking something heavy, you know, heavy shit, like 10 tons, like 100 tons, like that, something like that. But yeah, they were going wild, bro. Like they were fighting each other, and then they one-tapped those two characters. Like it went from that, and then we went straight to Crocodile, right? And Zoro, he had an insane feat. He finally was able to cut iron in. Dodge Bones was like, so now you gotta cut diamond. And Zoro was like, no, I don't care about that. I'm so cool and chill and all this. And that's really just who he is. And then Luffy was fighting Crocodile for like the third or fourth time, something like that. It was like his fourth time to fight him. He finally beat him, and the world government gave him 100 million bounty. You know they really didn't want to do that, bro. One of their warlords getting taken down, and on top of that, the warlords are supposed to be out here like being like protecting the world government, but also having that higher power. So it's like pretty much you get some rookie who at this point it's only been like 3 weeks, dude, because he was at the Barati for a week because he had to clean for a week, and then Krieg came up and he fought him, and then he beat him. Mihawk came up, and then they went to Arlong Park. But yeah, like it's like the world government from in like 2 weeks time went from 30 million bounty East Blue, whatever, he runs the East Blue, who cares, to now he's gone and he just beat a warlord. Like what the freak, dude? Are you kidding me? He goes from that to beating a warlord, and it's like it's now bad looks, especially because they probably know what fruit he has, like a Logia. So they're in their mind again. You gotta think no one knows really anything. Like there's a devil fruit encyclopedia, right? And that shows all the devil fruits and like what their powers are. But it's like when you eat a devil fruit, you don't know, right? But pretty much what I'm getting into is like they don't know if he has hockey. They probably know that he has the gum fruit only because he announces it every single time he uses it. Like it's a JJK technique. Like he gets stronger when he announces what he has. I have the gum fruit. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. He says that to everyone. So it's like of course everyone around him that he interacts with knows what's happening. But I'm like, if you're just a random world government person, you don't know what their power is. Think about this right now, real quick, right? What are Inu's powers? We don't know. We've seen Inu eat fire. It's like, even if you're in person with them, you don't know what their powers are. So it's like, just like, you didn't know what Kaido's powers were. You didn't know what type of fruit he had, or if he had hockey, or even what Shanks' powers are. We know that he has, like, no devil fruit, but it's like, in terms, because he can swim. In terms of hockey, it's like, we don't really know what he can do. Is it God level? He turns into a gold dude? We don't know. We don't know. But obviously, it's some sort of insane hockey. My arm's getting a little tired, my bad. I'm gonna also just hold it with my left hand. But, like I was saying though. So think about it. You look at some new rookie who you don't know anything about, and you're like, holy shit, this guy wears a straw hat, he looks like Joy Boy, and he's running through the Grand Line right now. Like the Grand Line was really nothing. Even after Luffy and his entire crew went to sleep, Zoro was carrying on Whiskey Peak. He beat some big-eyed lady with his bare hand. He just crushed her face. Dude, he's insane. Zoro has been strong in terms of just brute strength and swordsmanship. He's been strong. He's like equal to Luffy. It's like having two captains on your team. It's unfair shit. It's actually wild what the Strives do. After that, then they go to Skypiea, and I mean the government doesn't even really know about it now. Did he even have a bounty up? I mean y'all gotta remind me on that one. But I'm like, they go to Skypiea where no one can even go. He's like, we're going to the sky. It's unheard of again. And then they beat this another Logia Devil Fruit with something so insane. It probably matches like in terms of just raw strength, if you can max it out, like Aokiji's fruit, Kizaru's fruit, it's lightning. It's not like gas, it's not snow, it's lightning. He's minimum at lightning speed and all of that, bro. He's wild. Insanely wild. It's so crazy. And they fight him. Luffy wins because, you know, his devil fruit just cancels out the lightning being a rubber fruit. It's crazy because he's not even really rubber. But we'll get into that later. He's pretty much just a rubber fruit user, and it cancels out because lightning can't do anything to rubber. So even his 1 million volts didn't do shit. I mean, it barely even did nothing to Sanji, too. He was like, he said, thanks for the light. That nigga Sanji was crazy. I can't lie. Okay, I just want to make sure my rubber bands were in right because, oh shit, my hair's going out. Okay, anyways. So he beats Skypiea, dude. He beats Inel, Ineru, whatever you want to call him. Now we're moving on to G7. He chills in that base. It's a filler arc, but it doesn't even feel like a filler arc because of how awesome and good it is. No diddy. He chills there for a while, right? Then I believe he goes to Water 7 after that. He beats the Water 7 niggas, and then he goes to Eni's lobby. He gets a Buster Call called on him. I believe they canceled that out too because I'm like, Robin's execution wasn't supposed to be known. They weren't like publicizing that Robin was going to get executed. So I'm sure that too was probably canceled out from the newspaper. It's like shit like that. They don't talk about it at all because they don't want people to know. And as a viewer, you know what I mean? You can see the powers. You can see what he's going through. But I'm like, the world government can like manipulate the people of the world and say whatever the fuck they want. They'd be like, hey, look at this tyrant who's going around and beating everyone. You don't want another Kaido around, do you? Another strong creature who can terrorize you and take over your island? Work for the government. Be a part of the government. Blah, 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 blah. That's what they're doing, dude. Every single time. They do it every single time. I'm sure they did it for Eni's lobby. Why would they want to? I mean, Buster Calls are already, like, unknown, unheard of. Lelouch was just wiped out. I'm sure people don't know about Eni's lobby. There's no way. It's like CP0 is unknown to the world. Like, there's just no way that people knew about any of that stuff, dude. Luffy is doing all of this pretty much underground, like, in the whatever, like, I gotta switch hands. I'm sorry, y'all. I just switch hands. Holy, my left arm is killing me. Let me get right back to it. We're not wasting no time, okay? So pretty much we're right back into the yap session, by the way. Holy, dude, my arm hurts so bad. Oh my god. I'm gonna have to, like, just maybe be towering over y'all. No Diddy POV shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, okay, so yeah, like I said, like Eni's lobby, there's no way people knew about that. Next, let's go to Gecko Moria's John, Thriller Bark, another John that they covered up. I know that they covered this one. They covered it up. No one knows that he beat Gecko Moria. They just know that he's not a warlord anymore. That's all that people would know at the most. They don't know who did it. They don't know how it happened. They can give their own rumors and assumptions and all of that. But it's like at the end of the day, they don't know what Luffy was doing on these islands. All right, now you cut to no one knows what he's doing. And I mean, again, by nobody, I mean like if you were a normal person on an island, not like a marine, not like a pirate or any of that stuff. I mean, like, you know, you hear in the filler episode, it's filler about like they're talking about Zoro, they're talking about kind of, they know these characters exist and all that. And it's like, sure, Mihawk didn't actually stand up there and like that might have not been real for him, but I'm like, you can see what it's like for other people. It's like they don't know if Mihawk has a devil fruit or not. Why would they know that? It's not like he says it out loud. It's not like he's posting about it online. They don't know shit. There is no online. It's like the 1700s for him. But yeah, cut back. So he, like what I was talking about is Marineford, Impel Down, went to Impel Down. I'm sure they don't know about that. He went to Impel Down, and then he went to Marine after Amazon Lily, mind you, after Saboti, which was a Buster Call. I don't even know if they got. I don't even know if they remember about that, or if they like let people know about that. He punched a Celestial, but I'm like, who knows about that? They just keep saying he's a tyrant. That's all they keep saying. I'm sure they said he freed like slaves or a fishman or something. But I'm like, he's just a tyrant, is what they keep saying he is, even though he's beating up bad people for the good, for the like greater good, which the world government doesn't really like. It's crazy. And on top of that, like, so we go from Saboti, where he lost his Zara, he lost all his crew. Now he's really depressed. We're in Amazon Lily. By the way, spoilers if you haven't already. I don't know why you would be 5 minutes into this video with spoilers. But yeah, right now, yeah, we're right there. Okay, Amazon Lily. We're almost at the time skip. So I mean, it's perfect timing. I'm really the perfect storyteller. I'm the perfect storyteller. I love myself. Okay, so we're at Amazon Lily. He's like pouting and moaning and bitching and crying, and he's confused. He's like, well, where am I? Because of course his crew was in here. So we're chilling. Then he goes to Impel Down from there with Boa because she was called there to be a warlord to fight in Marineford. We go to Impel Down. He gets all his crew and whatnot and blah blah blah. And then, well, not his crew, but like Ivankov and all these people. He's chilling with. I'm have to switch hands again. Why does my right arm hurt way more than the left? Sorry. Okay, he fights Majin. He gets poisoned because he has no hockey at this point. He's pretty weak. I'm like, yeah, you look at Luffy, and it's like if you were to run into him, you would first of all be like, why are you not 12 feet tall? You know, you would expect to be like Shanks height, like Mihawk, like 8 to 10 feet. And then you see that he has no hockey, and you're like, oh, you're just hyped up. So yeah, you look at him and be like, he's a bum ass rookie, and keep it pushing. So yeah, he's been by himself for a while right now, but he's like, I'm gonna go save my brother. So we're at Impel Down. He beats Majin. He loses to Majin. I'm sorry. And he gets healed a little bit, but he goes to Marineford, and then it's like now in front of all the higher ups. It's like after hearing all of the shit he's done. Again, it's only been a month at most, probably. It's like a month or two. He beat Moria, he beat Crocodile, and you know about those, but the world doesn't know about those. He's now here at Marineford after going to Impel Down with a warlord Jinbei. He's here with Ivankov, like he's here with high named people. Buggy is here, and then all the other strong people like Whitebeard's crew was already here trying to save Ace. Like now Luffy's here. You see Luffy use Conqueror's Haki and knock out Marines, so you now know that Luffy has Conqueror's Haki. As a world government person, you're like, holy shit, this guy cannot go around the world. Just like how you have Ace executed here and Whitebeard is here to pick him up. Imagine what people would do for Luffy when they see him, dude. He's using Conqueror's Haki. Do not let him out. It'd be like, yeah, I'm sorry, it's the army. I'm switching again. I'm switching. I'm literally still talking. Oh my gosh, I'm literally still talking the entire time. I'm literally still. Okay, I'm still talking. I'm sorry. I wanted to make sure that y'all knew and that I didn't want to mess up the last 4 minutes of the video. But dude, my arm's killing me. Oh my gosh. I'm tired. Okay. So we're at Marineford right now. Luffy uses Conqueror's Haki and then he dips. But I'm like, the only thing we really see is Buggy's live stream. And again, as a normal person in the One Piece world, it's like, oh shit, this is happening because you don't get to see all these fights. You don't get to see Luffy fighting Crocodile. We do because we're the viewer. So you gotta think a normal person isn't seeing this. A normal person doesn't know what the dark fruit is. A normal person doesn't believe in devil fruits and all this random wacky shit. Half the world doesn't even know about it. It's so taboo. But because we're watching it, it's not taboo. Keep cutting. Next year, and then, you know, he heals up or whatever. So pretty much we go from that. He tries to save his brother dies, you get all the pictures and stuff, and then we move on, and he pretty much is like out of that. He gets back to Amazon Lily. He's super sad. He's with Jinbei. He's like punching himself and punching the ground and all this stuff. He's super angry because he just lost his brother right in front of his face. I kind of just clapped him up. You know, my hairline is too straight. My moves are too strong, too powerful. Turn me up, baby. But yeah, you already know what kind is the dope. I'm really the dope out here. I don't know why y'all think that I'm not, but I really am. Look what I did to Luffy. I really traumatized the fuck out of this boy. But yeah, he's chilling at Amazon Lily right now. He's sad. Jinbei chills with him, and then he trains with Rayleigh. He goes back to Marineford. He does the 3D 2Y, and I'm like, all you can really see again as a normal person. I'm like, if Kid right now, think about it. If Kid right now, we didn't see anything about Kid, and all of a sudden he's alive, and after what happened, I guess Shanks, he's like alive, and he does some 3D 2Y shit, you'd be confused. It's like, what are we doing? I don't know who this guy is. I don't know what he's doing. It's random. It's not like everyone is hyped in on him, dude. No one knows what's going on. No one knows who this dude is. Everyone just knows that Ace is the son of Goldie Roger, and Ace died. That's what people know about Marineford. Like, they know what happened for sure, because again, Bunny's podcast, it's down near the podcast, and his John. So cut back 2 years. Luffy trains for a while, right? For literally 2 years. So he doesn't do anything for 2 years. No one knows anything about the strides. Again, we see everything that's going on. We see Usopp running around. We see Chopper learning stuff. We see Brook doing his concert. People only know about Brook doing his concert, honestly. I don't know how they didn't even like take that nigga into custody or anything. He was part of the strides, and he just got to chill and do his concert. It's like, what the fuck? He was just too chill for everyone. No one wanted to take him captive. He's ready to go. But yeah, and then he comes back to Sabaody, and then the fat red shirt guy. I'm sorry, he's also on Egghead. He got slammed by Lucci. I forget his name, but he pretty much has the one Hockey John. He was Kizaru's younger, what I believe that's his nephew. And yeah, pretty much he's on Sabaody. He sees Luffy doing all this shit. But I'm like, again, you're just either a person on there who sees all this randomly, like this is a random Tuesday for you, right? A normal ass Tuesday. It'd be like right now, if all of a sudden I see some rubber man outside of my house, like punching the shit out of some PX9 John, it'd be crazy. I'd be like, what the fuck? And then it's like, what can I do? No phone, no camera. I'm just here. I just see it. And I'm like, oh shit, no one's gonna believe me that this happened. But yeah, pretty much after that, he just started going from country to country. He went to Fishman Island. That was a couple of days a week, and then he went to Punk Hazard. And he wreaked havoc, and then he went to Dressrosa. It was literally like a couple of hours. It wasn't even that long in Dressrosa. It was literally a couple of hours, and then after Dressrosa was Zoe, he was at Zoe for like a week, and then Whole Cake was a couple of days, and then Wano, just because he was in prison and all that, was also only like a couple of days, and then like Kaido and Big Mom were fighting for like a week, and then not for a week, I'm sorry, it was only 3 days, and then he fought Kaido all in one night. Like the fight was all in one night. We're not sitting here fighting for multiple days, dude. It's all one night. Like these niggas really cannot box. And by these niggas, I mean the Straw Hats. I keep going on about this, and I'm gonna keep pushing this agenda. Akainu being able to fight for 10 days, Aokiji being able to fight for 10 days puts them way above Luffy. Luffy getting fed by Kizaru puts him so far down right now. When he can fight for that long, like he fought his Katakuri, I believe it was like 16 hours, but pretty much what I'm getting at, when you can fight for that long, bro, that's when like I will put him in that category. But I'm like 3 attacks, 2 attacks, and he's done, and he needs food. And I'm like, if you were to put these 2 random niggas on an island, he's not surviving the fight. He's stronger than Katakuri for sure. That's not even a close debate now because of Advanced Conqueror's Haki Gear 5. But I'm saying a nigga like Kaido normally who can just clash for 3 days, he's just not beating them by himself. But yeah, after that, Wano, he went to Egghead Island, he was chilling at Egghead, and again, they're trying to I mean, they know about Vegapunk, but they pretty much at this point, Luffy's a Yonko, so it's not like he's not like hidden at this point. But I'm like, pre-time skip, they were hiding him as much as they could. Post-time skip, you really couldn't do anything because he came back onto the scene after 2 years and started wreaking even more havoc than he did before. And it only took him 2 months to become a Yonko. Like I said, Fishman Island until like, I mean, even before Wano, he was technically considered like the 5th Yonko for beating Katakuri and running away from Big Mom, but like escaping too. He pretty much beat Katakuri a diff. But yeah, 5th Yonko. Then he turns into a Yonko after Wano after beating Kaido. They didn't give it to Kid or Law. They shouldn't have. Those two like had the 2v1 Big Mom. She didn't even use Conqueror's Haki. It was weak as shit, honestly. Like that fight was kind of buns. But yeah, it was only 2 months, so he really went from nobody to Yonko in like 2 months time. It's probably the craziest shit that they've ever seen. Emu, you can tell, is pissed. Always talking about Lily. Lily. Always yapping about some Lily. Well, that's all she knows how to say. Hey, whatever the hell you are. Your crown better not be connected to you. You better have a cool ass face when I see you. We're getting to about 10 minutes here. And I'm not gonna rewatch this video. This is all pretty much one take. So thank you all so much. You already know we have 13K. We're trying to grind to 20K right now. And have a good night. Mwah. Peace.